September 15, 2026, that's the date. That's when Insomniac's Wolverine finally closed its way onto PS5, and that healing shot right there is the reason this game might be doing something no superhero game has really pulled off before. Every other superhero regenerates as a number. You duck behind cover, your health bar fills back up, nobody actually sees anything happen. But Wolverine? It's meat. You watch it happen, frame by frame, bone disappearing under muscle, muscle disappearing under skin, like Insomniac built their entire combat philosophy around one idea. Pain has to be visible to mean anything. And I see a lot of complaints about this game, and here's one of them that I see most. That the game is just close and healing. That's the whole kit. You don't have any webs, no grapple hook, no gadgets, no flying around. Stack that against Spider-Man swinging across Manhattan or Batman gliding out of the dark with a utility belt full of toys, and on paper Wolverine looks thin, looks flat. A guy who runs at people and stabs them. Cool for like 30 seconds, but is there any actual game in there? That's the question the skeptics keep asking, but the State of Play gameplay trailer quietly answered it, and almost nobody's talking about the actual answer yet. Logan isn't fighting alone. Jean Grey is in the game, fighting right next to him. She's not a cutscene cameo, she's actively in combat, using telekinetic throws to throw enemies into the air, and when she does, Wolverine gets a window to follow up with that. Insomniac is calling critical strikes. And in named combat techniques like Tornado Spin and Bull Rush, and what you're looking at isn't lone wolf hack and slash anymore, it's a dual system that power sets bouncing off each other in real time. So therefore it's just calls and healing argument doesn't really hold anymore, because the actual gameplay loop isn't close and healing, it's close healing and reacting to a telekinetic partner who is constantly changing the battlefield around you. Neither Spider-Man nor the Arkham games ever built combat around a second hero like that. This might be the first time Insomniac tried it. Now we come to complaint number 2. There is no open world, no map full of icons, so what's the point of exploring at all? And look, I get where this comes from. Insomniac's whole reputation with Spider-Man was built in one giant, dense city you could swing through for 100 of hours. People assumed Wolverine would just be a reskin of that formula, clothes instead of webs, same Manhattan energy. But that is not what have been confirmed. The trailers and the State of Play breakdown show 3 separate district regions. So the regions are Madripoor, the frozen wilderness of Canada, and the backstreets of Tokyo. 3 real different places, each one built around its own tone and its own fights. Instead of one sprawling map stretched thin and padded with filler icons just to justify its size. Also, the way you move through those regions answers itself too. Logan rides a motorcycle, confirmed, multiple trailers, vintage Harleys, energy straight out of the comics. The exact image of Wolverine fans have wanted in a game for years. Days Gone tried the same core idea, a guy on a bike crossing a mostly empty world, and people still happily logged hundreds of hours just riding it because the act of riding felt good. Now, put that same bike fantasy into 3 tightly designed, distinct regions instead of one repetitive open world map. That's not downgrade from Spider-Man's open world, that's just different shape of freedom, smaller, denser and more deliberate. And on the rating of the game, Sony didn't make Insomniac water this down. It's confirmed it's gonna be brutal. Tearing straight through Bolivar, dedicated blood system built specifically to track and render the damage in real time. This isn't few stylish cutscene skills sprinkled in for shock value, it's baked into the combat itself. Liam McIntyre, the guy from Spartacus, plays Logan, and from everything shown so far, he's leaning all the way into the furrow, cornered animal side of the character, not some clean superhero version. And there's the real weight, underneath all that violence too. The story picks up 3 years after Logan walks away from a mutant strike team called Team X, and he gets pulled right back into when mutants start getting abducted by Trask's militia. And the confirmed cast around him, Mystique, Omega Red, Cybertooth, Sanitails lurking in the background, tells you this is not some small self-contained side story they slapped together to justify a Wolverine skin. It's connected to something much bigger, and Insomniac's already on record saying there is more than they're not showing us yet. So no, this isn't just run around and hack people up at the end. It's a healing factor you can actually watch work in real time. It's a partnered fight system, not a lone wolf one, and there is 3 distinct deliberately built regions instead of one bloated map. And we have a release date that's no longer a maybe. September 15. He's not healing alone anymore, and honestly, this might be the most interesting thing about this entire game. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about the game in the comments down below. Bye bye.